So, the lab is saying they have the same DNA?
Yeah, that's what it says.
But how's that possible?
To see me?
How was your visit to Landview? Did you take in the sights?
I was rather busy.
No hike on Lantano Mountain? No swim in the lake? Don't tell me you spent all your time destroying my life's work.
What does this mean?
Mom, this proves it, right? Dad is Dad.
What does it say?
John's right.
The DNA are the same? Well, what does it mean?
It means there are two Todd Mannings.
There may still be time to fix this, but we are going to have to work quickly. Now, I'm going to need all of the facts before we make any decisions. So, without the histrionics, where do we stand?
When I discovered that Kent had failed to reacquire the fugitives, I arrived in Landview, ready to wrap things up. And, of course, I didn't expect any problems, so I was able to prepare for contingencies.
But not every contingency, clearly.
No. There was one factor I couldn't possibly predict, a detective named John McBain.
Two Todd Mannings?
There's only one Todd Manning.
And you're looking at it.
The lab doesn't make assumptions. They do the test, they issue the results. That's it.
Come on, John, even if they don't make any sense here?
You're sure the tests were done accurately? I mean, so much can go wrong. Look what happened with my grandson's DNA test and Rex Ball's.
I know, I don't trust them either. That's why we made sure that didn't happen this time.
So maybe you just screwed up.
Jack,
I'm
stop.
serious. Maybe they tested the same sample twice.
Shut up, Jack. For the record, I was the only person besides the lab tech to touch those results. They were kept separate for the entire duration, and then I had them double-checked with an independent lab. There's no question. These two men share the same DNA.
John, you're saying something impossible has happened here, that two people share the same DNA?
As John said, the lab isn't drawing any conclusions. They're just reporting the results of the test.
So how are we supposed to know what's really going on here?
I can think of an explanation.
All right, then, let's hear it, genius.
It's obvious. Something happened with the tests.
McBain vouched for the results.
Oh, so he can never be wrong?
First time for everything.
Look, I think what the detective is saying is that the protocols were all strictly enforced. Is that fair?
To the highest standard, yes.
That does not, however, rule out someone intentionally tampering with the results.
Well, who would do that? Do you know?
What's with all the cars outside? Why is everyone here? What's going on?
The fugitive would have been eliminated days ago if John McBain hadn't interfered. He's protecting him. Why, I don't know, but we can get around him.
Really? From what I heard, he got the better of you, Baker. Throwing you behind bars. That was embarrassing. And dangerous. Who knows what he could have gotten out of you in another day or two.
Nothing, I can assure you.
And yet, strangely, I am not reassured. Which is why I was forced to cash in a favor to arrange your release.
And I am deeply grateful for your intervention, but I am completely confident that McBain is still in the dark.
I don't care about McBain. The fugitive is my priority.
Unfortunately, because of McBain's interference, the fugitive is out of our reach.
Okay, what's going on, Mom?
Sweetheart, we need to talk, okay?
What is he doing here? Who is that?
No one.
Dad, come on.
Sorry, I'm Dad.
This is all very confusing. Everything is up in the air. The only thing that we know for sure is that this is the man that Sam has been talking about. He looks He looks just like Dad from before the surgery.
Danielle?
Todd.
You're Danielle, right? I saw you on the television the night of the movie premiere. But you're even more beautiful in person. Nice job, Delgado.
Who are you?
I'm your father.
Hey, you back off. You met Dani's father, you know.
Todd?
Come on, don't let me take you in.
This is my house.
Give it a rest.
I know this is very confusing for you, but I really am your father.
You're a liar, that's what you want.
Tay was stowed away on my boat. We were shipwrecked. There was a big storm, and we wound up on an island. You were conceived on an island. You're my child. The same way.
Taya,
Star
would you tell her
and Jack
how we ran a
were my
DNA
children.
test to make sure that I was her father, not Ross Rayburn? Would you tell her that test proved that I am her father?
But you have the same DNA. What?
No, the test is wrong. Even he says so.
Well, what if it's not wrong? John took every precaution, and I'm sure that there were safeguards in place to prevent tampering. I think we all have to face the fact that the test results could be accurate.
Oh, they can't be. There is one way they could be.
Oh, really?
Yes, there is a possible explanation.
Star, if you've got something to say, we're all ears.
The fugitive is in the custody of the Landview Police Department. They've charged him with various crimes. They seem to believe those charges are justified. I tried to compel Lieutenant McBain to release the fugitive to my custody, but he refused. Jurisdictional matters. I've also tried to get to the fugitive, but he's too well protected. And besides, any attempt at him at this point would draw too much attention.
And a trial. You don't think that would draw attention?
You're right.
I gave you one instruction. Stop the fugitive from making any contact with Todd Manning by any means necessary, and you failed. Utterly. And now, when they learn the truth, we'll all pay the price.
So, you're a science whiz. You have an explanation?
If we rule out tampering, there's only one plausible explanation for two men that have the same DNA. They must be twins.
Twins? I thought you were a little smarter than that, honey.
What are they teaching you in their college years?
I'm trying to look at it from a scientific perspective, but it still doesn't account for you both having the same memories or believing that you're the same person.
Hey, maybe they're clones. I'm serious. You want everything to be the same, get a clone. It happened to some woman in Springfield. I read about it.
Jack, they can't be clones. That's not even possible. I don't care what you read in it.
Fine, they're not clones. They're obviously not identical, though.
Well, not now they're not, but your father didn't always look the way he does now.
Unfortunately, neither of these explanations accounts for the fact that they both believe they're Todd Manning.
Yeah, well, there's no way this clown's my brother.
And he's not me.
Okay, so now what?
I want another test.
Me too.
I grant you the situation is untenable, but I believe it can be salvageable.
That's your professional opinion.
It's better than leaving things as they are now.
Really? Shall we review? After failing to extract any useful information from the fugitive in the last 8 years, you let him escape.
Well, we didn't let him. He somehow managed to...
Escape. And make his way to Landview, where by now he has made contact with any number of people he considers to be his loved ones, and discovered that a man, another man, has somehow managed to stake claim to his life.
It is complicated, but...
The fugitive murdered one of our agents, who, in the process of trying to neutralize him, nearly killed a child, thereby attracting the attention of the local police, who are now up to their elbows in our business.
Yes, as I said...
If the power of my imagination has not failed me, I cannot envision a way to salvage any of this now that the horse is officially out of the barn. But perhaps you know better.
There is one thing.
And what might that be?
I've been made aware that John McBain has ordered DNA tests on the fugitive and on Todd Manning. It's possible that the results are in and that he's sharing them with others as we speak. But I suppose that doesn't help the situation either.
No, Mr. Baker. That does not help our situation at all.
I'll put a rush on these samples.
Probably no.
This time tomorrow, we'll have confirmation.
Or not.
At least we'll get some answers one way or another.
One way or another.
Are we finished? So if we are, I'd like my house back, please.
I'll let you all know when the results are in.
Thank you, Detective.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll see.
Jack,
Can we have a word?
I need to check on my kids. You guys ready to go?
I want to stay here.
Well, maybe you can come back later. I mean, if it's okay with Taya and Todd.
I can stay here if you want me to. No, that's okay. I need to talk to my mom. I know. You have a lot to deal with. Just call me, okay? I'm around if you need to talk.
I'm also around if you'd like someone else to talk to.
No, I don't think so. Viko, I can't do this. Okay, sorry.
Wait,
That's fantastic.
Danielle!
just let her go, okay? Until we have more of this mess figured out.
So you want to do something?
Where's McBain?
He left.
Who's gonna take this joker back to jail?
He's out on bail, remember?
He can be out on bail somewhere else.
Okay, well, this has been fun.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know, maybe there's an empty packing crate down on the docks.
He's staying with me.
That's great. Thank you.
I posted his bail. He's my responsibility. And that's the way it'll be tonight. Tomorrow we'll have our answers.
And I'll get my life back.
Dan, what are you doing here? What's
Look,
wrong?
I know things aren't exactly great with us right now, so this is totally unfair. Something really weird just happened to me, and I didn't know what to do. I needed you.
So that's your theory, Miss Science Whiz? Dad and this want to be our twins.
Yeah, because cloning makes sense, Jack, really?
It's possible.
It's not possible.
How do you know? You don't know anything.
Are you kidding me? Stop.
She just wants Dad gone.
That's not true.
Look, she just wants the truth.
The truth. The truth is you two are pathetic. If you don't know by now that Dad is Dad, nothing is gonna convince you.
I'm sorry, Mom.
What are you sorry for? You're the one that gave birth to him.
I wish that I felt the way Jack does, you know, to be that sure.
Sweetheart, that's the only father that boy's known.
You're not sure either, are you? Guess we'll find out tomorrow.
I sure hope so. I hope so.
Think you had enough?
No. Just getting started.
Great.
What the hell are you looking at? I wish I knew. Tell you want me to stick around? No, she doesn't.
I'll be all right.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Here, aren't I?
Why?
Give it a rest. We'll know more tomorrow.
I will, I'll have a room prepared for you. And, well, obviously, feel free to help yourself to anything you want, you know, in the kitchen or wherever. Just try and be a little quiet because there are small children asleep
Absolutely.
upstairs, okay?
Thank you.
For what?
Well, you must be kind of tired of having Landfair used as a refugee camp.
I enjoy sharing my home. But then you would know that, wouldn't you?
What if I don't really know who I am? What if I am some kind of crazy stranger?
No, you're not crazy. And you're most definitely not a stranger.
Then how can there be two of me?
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know. And the only person qualified to answer that question is the woman who gave birth to Todd Manning.
I apologize. I suppose this really is a worst-case scenario.
No, Mr. Baker. Things can always get worse.
Irene Manning.
Yeah. She was my college roommate for 4 years. And she was my very, very best friend. But unfortunately, she has been dead for at least 30 years.